What for?
I got the impression you didn't exactly approve of me at the shoreline.
I didn't.
Why not?
Because you were vulgar.
What?
Because you were vulgar.
That's better. Now start shouting.
What good would it do?
You'd get it out of your system.
That's your modus vivendi, isn't it?
I never went to college, Stephen.
According to you, there is no other reason for doing anything. Just get it out of your system. Like a 2-year-old. Like an animal. Just get it out of your system.
I like to dance. I suppose that's vulgar, too.
Nobody in their right mind would call what you were doing dancing.
What would somebody in their right mind call it?
Exhibitionism.
You know something, Stephen. You're a stuffed shirt. Anything spontaneous makes you nervous. You're an inhibited stuffed shirt.
And that justifies your acting like a...
Like a what? Go on, Stephen. Say it.
It was obvious, Betty.
Say what you mean for once in your life.
That little dance competition with Sandy Weber was strictly for Rodney Harrington's benefit. I mean, he was watching, and you knew it. I mean, you were dancing that way. And by that way, I mean seductively.
I was not.
Probably the same way you were dancing when you were the hottest little number in Peyton High. No red-blooded boy could resist. Not even a blue-blooded Harrington. I feel sorry for Allison McKenzie. She doesn't have a chance. But that's not your problem, is it? No, the only problem you have is getting Rodney Harrington out of your system.
I am fed up with your suspicions. I am fed up with your accusations. Rodney is out of my system. When are you going to start believing it?
Didn't seem like we had this much stuff when we were out there.
Hey, here's that can opener. I told you I brought it.
Where was it?
In the seat,
I looked there.
in the back seat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I wish we could have spent the whole summer out there.
Yeah, but it's nice to be home.
You didn't like it?
Sure I liked it.
You hated it.
Oh, my arms are breaking. Come on.
Come on, come.
Norm, you forgot to lock the door.
Show me something around here worth stealing. Something you'd miss.
I'd miss anything, even a dish rag. I like this place, just the way it is.
You do?
Don't you?
I'd rather live in a sleeping bag. How come you like this place so much?
It's ours.
Well, so is sleeping bags. Anyway, no matter where we live, it'd be ours. How come you have such a thing for this grungy apartment?
I feel like I belong here. It's the first time I've ever felt like I belonged anywhere. Don't you like this grungy apartment?
Yeah, it's okay, but not forever.
I wouldn't feel comfortable in a house like Betty and Stephen have, for instance. You would, maybe, but I wouldn't.
Even if I increased your allowance?
What allowance?
What do you mean, what allowance? Here.
Hi, Charlie.
Hello, Lee.
Miss Howard.
Hello?
Hey, Charlie.
Yeah?
Sandy been around?
It's her day off.
I know it's her day off. Has she been around?
No.
My brother?
No?
How are things, Miss Howard?
Fine.
My brother's back.
I know.
I guess you do. He wasn't in town 24 hours before you had your lawyer on his back. That's being pretty rough, Miss Howard. You sure you want to play that rough?
That's my department, Lee. The answer is no. We don't want to be rough. Unless we have to. Something more you'd like to ask?
Let's get one thing straight. If you've got a right to talk to my brother, I've got a right to talk to Miss Howard. And I will be talking to you, Miss Howard.
It frightens me.
That's what he wants to do.
I know that, but it doesn't help.
And I've got great news. I suppose Lee told you I questioned his brother last night?
Mm-hmm.
We're beginning to see some light. Chris Webber doesn't know who pushed him.
Oh, I can't believe it.
Oh, I didn't coach him. Believe it, he simply doesn't know.
Oh, Stephen, that's wonderful news. That's marvelous news. I shouldn't have brought you here.
Those trees are still here, aren't they, Sandy? I hear the wind blowing in them.
Yes, they are.
They've got good roots, haven't they? They held on all these years. How far to the edge of the bluff, Sandy?
Let's go home, Chris, please. It's because of that girl, Ann Howard, being here. I know that's what's upset you.
Let me by.
You said you were coming here to see the bluff. Well, you've seen it.
I haven't seen it for 17 years. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm here now, and I'm going to feel this bluff under my feet.
I'm afraid to be up here, Chris. Let's go back, please.
Don't be afraid, Sandy. I know where I am. Don't be afraid. That's what we all told Ann Howard, that pretty girl. Don't be afraid, we said. It's a game. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. The surf sounds just the way it did that day. We were playing tag, and she couldn't tag me. And I was laughing, laughing. She couldn't get her blindfold off. She couldn't tag me. And then, a hand pushed me. Someone's hand. And I was falling. The last thing I saw was the surf. Beautiful surf crashing over the rocks. And I was screaming, falling, screaming to the bluff to take me back. Screaming to the rocks not to hurt me. Please, not to hurt me.
Chris, don't talk about it. Chris, please don't talk about it.
I just can't understand it.
just can't understand it. Who would do a thing like that?
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place.
Miss Mackenzie, you're not homely. You're beautiful.
I need Stephen.
You need other things too, Hannah. It wouldn't be wise of you to forget that.
You get off this boat. And I mean right now. Or I'll call your bluff.